All right, what is up, everybody? It's the Inhuman one here with part 6 of the Borderlands 4 playthrough. Obviously, there's been quite a bit of progress made since the last episode, but we are now at UVH 5 with Rafa, and we are going to pretty much try and close out everything, like the different side quests and everything else that we've missed along the way. Max out our STU, all that stuff. Currently, we have like a pretty complete build that is based around my favorite weapon in the game, which is the Phantom Flame. I just picked up a Rainbow Vomit last night, and two of them actually. One is a world drop, and one specifically from the boss that it drops from, which is Leader Willem. And I was kind of underwhelmed with it, how it works on this particular build, but I think a damage over time type build or status effect build would be incredible. I'm currently using a build that specifically focuses on, obviously doing like rapid fire damage over time kind of stuff. And I didn't even realize until late, but this knife is like apparently pretty good. I have a few of these, in fact, and I wasn't necessarily using these in my build because I was using grenades and favoring those instead. The build does not require the knife, but it certainly helps, a single target type stuff or anything that's kind of beefy or anything that happens to have resistance against, the Phantom Flame, which tends to roll as fire. I haven't seen it drop anything else. This gun here is also pretty awesome. I love the roll that I got on it. It's the only one I've obtained so far, but it's pretty solid, actually quite strong, and it helps me kind of clear things in the event that this just isn't doing the damage. And then I just picked this up because I was thinking, like, there's got to be... See, if I could have corrosive, radiation, and incendiary, I think that would be perfect. Although, like, I have one that is just one-off from what they consider the god roll or whatever. But to me, I think if I could go incendiary, then this would be incredible. So we might even farm for another Rainbow Vomit a little bit later on today. I'm looking for corrosive, radiation, and incendiary. I really like that. Dudley GT says, "Yo, what's up? How are you?" I'm good. I would be even better if my stream stopped messing up. For whatever reason, I keep having these weird issues, and like I have Ethernet plugged in, I have the Wi-Fi going, so it's like either one. I've done the speed test, everything is incredible, so it's like I don't know what it is, but ever since I updated one of the drivers for the Ethernet, it's kind of like, I think it's like reduced, it's done something to reduce like the bandwidth or whatever manually, and I don't know how to override it, so I logged in, or actually I reinstalled the older version of the driver, and I'm still having issues. Like, I don't know what's happening.
Hey,
shoot it.
Of explosive fashion. What's his story?
Don't get any closer. What the heck am I supposed to do then?
You're looking live at the day's most whimsical active bomb threat. Local imbecile. Apologies. Vault gatherer. How did you find yourself in this amusing, life-threatening situation?
Do tell.
I was trying to set up this proximity bomb and I messed up, okay? The instructions said head to safety, and I slightly misinterpreted.
Talk about an explosive.
These vault gatherers, man.
So, think you can defuse this situation?
I think so.
I am a treasure.
Look, would someone just help me get this thing off my head? You can't get closer, it'll blow, so just shoot the damn thing off, I guess.
Shoot the bomb off his head? Are you serious? This thing has bloom on it. I don't really know. Should I just kill it?
Oh, thank the almighty rope.
I thought it was gonna splash damage and kill him, but okay.
The bomb's no longer a threat, and a dangerous incompetent walks free. Stranger, any parting words?
Yeah. What the hell even just happened?
Thanks again. The bomb was actually supposed to help me crack this chest, which I'm now seeing,
My chest.
unlocked at all. You keep the loot. I need to rethink my life.
Oh my gosh.
Terrific. Until the next time a vault gatherer does something notably stupid, I'm Penelope Streams.
Dudley GT says, "Sorry to hear that, brother, but hey, stay on the grind. That's all that matters." Exactly. I just need to continue troubleshooting it. It was working fine for months. Updated the drivers, then the issue started. Reinstalled the old driver, issues persisted. So I'm like, interesting. But anyways, in either case, What the heck is happening? You little bastards. I don't think so. Mean things. Dudley says, I noticed your channel is growing well, man. Can't wait to see you be a major content creator. I pray you'll do. Thank you so much. That really means a lot. That really does. I have been full-time for 4 years since, full-time content creator for 4 years as of September 21st. That was just such a big milestone for me. I was super excited to reach it because I remember how panicked I was whenever I was kind of like, I was fired from corporate and during the whole COVID stuff, and I was just so concerned about what I was gonna do, and then my wife was just like, no, just do this full time like you've always dreamed of doing. And because she supported me and believed in me, I tried, and it was so difficult at first because I was already making a little bit of money with it, but it was not enough to survive. And so those first few months and was just a very, very difficult time. But with her, with her believing in me and all that, and just saying, oh, just do it, take the risk, I was like, okay. And I was able to, 4 years later, we're still doing it. So it's so exciting. But yeah, this is actually my smallest channel. My big channel is my lore channel, and that's how I'm able to, kind of keep things afloat and all that. And that channel I've been a little slower on because I've been focusing on just other things in particular. Primarily just making sure that I, slowly start transitioning to streaming primarily. That's one of my major goals. So really looking at that. But yeah, aside from that, I mean, everything else has been going so well. But I have been focusing a little bit more on the streaming part of it because that's pretty important to me. I want to, if I can, slowly transition from being content creation primarily to like a streamer, so that I can, in my opinion, it's just so much nicer to connect with everybody in that way. You can connect better. I don't know, I just feel like it's more fun to experience the game alongside you guys. I feel like the lore channel has a bit of a distance that it creates. Let's try this one. This is be a perfect example. Yeah, so I mean, that's okay if they have fire resistance. But yeah, we're gonna keep going. We're not gonna end anytime soon. Where's the actual boss? Oh, is that you? No. Where? Oh, okay, you're up there. I was like, what the heck? Let me just take this thing down then. Okay, here goes nothing. Ready? Go. Alright, that's much better. I didn't even look. That's what happens when I'm not paying attention. But yeah, thank you so much, though. That means a lot. Your support means more than you know. It really does. It's because of people like you that, I'm able to even do this. So it always means so much. And thank you. And by next year, I'll pray you reach at least 12 to 15K. I hope so. My other channel, which is my lore channel, that has 50K subs, and I reached 50K this year. And I was just it was just such a huge milestone. I was so excited about it. And so I've just kind of been continuously growing on these channels and just really trying to just take it in stride. And before I was always so concerned about the metrics and hitting numbers, but now I'm just like, man, I'm literally so fortunate because of you guys. I'm able to live my dream. So, I have nothing to complain about, Nothing to complain about. So that boss was interesting. He broke into 2 pieces. I didn't realize what was going on. I was like, wait, he's only legs, but I didn't understand that. So Amp is pretty good. I'm actually going to keep this one because it's Amp and Leech. I'm thinking I might go for something of a Leech type build, potentially with Vex, so we'll see. Also, I wanted to read I don't know if it's Action Fist or Real Big Fist. I keep forgetting the firmware I need on that one. Oh, Shinto, what did I just do? What did I just do? I want that to switch. Can I switch these? And Mr. Vomit, you go right back there. Okay, cool. I get so distracted. Fam says, did we get a blackout? Fam, I don't know what's going on. I need somebody to take a look at what the heck's going on with my internet or something, because it's just driving me nuts. Dudley says, wait, well, that's amazing. I didn't know. Oh, hold on. Dudley says, I commend your wife. Also, she's so supportive, and that's what a man needs, and I commend you for following what you desire, bro. Yeah, it was something I'd always wanted to do, but I was one of those guys. I'm one of those guys that, like, I'll be like, okay, I have to have a plan, and unless I have, like, I'm making this number up. Obviously, it's not a real number. Unless I have $1 million in the savings, I'm not going to take that risk of quitting my job and going full-time content creator. You know, because I'm like one of those. I like to think. I like to have a safety net. I like to have all that stuff. And I got fired for just BS stuff, this office politics type stuff. And I'd never been fired in my life before. And I was making, like, you know, pretty high income. And then from making a very, very high income to making nothing, just a few $100 a month on the, because I had been doing YouTube since 2016. So I was making a few $100 a month. But that was not, I mean, that's not enough to do anything. That's not enough to, you know, fill up your car for gas, you know? So I was like, oh my gosh. So I was panicking. And my wife was like, what are you worried about? Like, just do what you said you're going to do. I'm like, are you sure? And she was like, mm-hmm. And 4 years later, here we are. Melee damage increased, action skill damage. On melee kill, action skill damage is increased. Action fist could be good, but I don't care for it necessarily. I think the other one that I actually want or desire would potentially be, picked it up somewhere. Real big fist or something like that. Only problem is, picked up so many darn things. Real big fist, I think, is the one I care about. Yeah, pure melee damage. So yeah, that's what we're gonna be going for. I think for like an Amon build, or even like a Rafa Blades build. I don't really care too much for that right now though, because I love the Rafa that I have. So we're gonna keep him intact. So everything else can go. So now we make sure we trash the action fist. We're gonna keep the bullets to spare. Yeah, I think we're good. We'll keep that just in case. I'm thinking I can get some use out of that. Yeah, okay, we're good. We're thinking too much. I don't know what's happening, fam. Definitely some sort of internet issues. Not happy. What's up, Sid? How are you doing? Dudley says, wait, that's amazing. I didn't know I haven't received any updates, so I usually watch when I see there's something new. I can't wait for the Silent Hill lore, bro. Oh, man. I know that one thing that I'm starting to care less and less about is that I'm usually like, oh my gosh, I gotta be, you know, like first and doing the lore, but sometimes I just don't either have the time. Like, you know, you would think I have plenty of time playing video games for a living, but you really don't. Because, you know, especially if you do content creation, if you do streaming, you have a lot more time, free time, I think. It's more of just, it's more of a marathon. Whereas content creation, it's definitely more of a race, but at the same time, you have to do all of the kind of in-between things, which would be like, you have to do the editing, the script writing, the recording. And it's like, if I'm playing the game and I'm playing it alongside you guys, I can't get all of that out, you know, instantly, especially if I didn't get the game early, right? So it's like, I didn't get the game early. I bought it, you know, when it came out. So it's like, I don't get the review copies sometimes for the games that I care to feature. So in this particular instance, you know, I didn't really get to have any extra time with it. So, and I was streaming it alongside. So it's like, well, yeah, the lore and all of my analysis is going to come late, but the way I see it is that, you know, even if it's not the first, it's still going to be my take on it, and I'm going to take my time and really delve into the cultural side of things and all that, and I hope that that makes it even more meaningful. But yeah, so the lore comes out pretty much when I have the time to do it, if that makes sense. Oh, who is this? Have I beaten Rip or whatever? I guess so. This wouldn't be here otherwise, huh? Interesting. Let's take a look at the map real quick. Mr. Said says, hey man, thanks to you, I got really far in Wukong, struggling with Erlong, probably need a full weekend to beat him, need to lock in, you know, but thank you so much. Absolutely. I just want to let you know that I appreciate you coming on stream and saying thank you. Also, as I've been discussing, as a full-time content creator, like, the best way you can show your thanks to me is just by subscribing. So by doing that, that is the biggest and best way to support me and help me continue doing this content that I love making for you guys. So thank you so much, and I'm so glad you enjoy that. Those guides are so hard to make, 100% guides, but they're so much fun and they're so rewarding. So I'm glad you enjoyed them. This is not the right way, is it? It's not. Dudley says, yeah, true, being a parent, husband, it takes a day at times. Oh, yeah, and I am very involved in my family's life, so, like, I try and do my best even, like, to, like, I cut off, I don't work at certain times, I don't work on the weekends and stuff, like, unless I absolutely have to, like, I make it, like, as much as, like, a standard job as you would think, but sometimes, I mean, there's time that is required that, you know, you just, like, man, I have to sacrifice this time and do this, but other times you just can't because, you know, like, I'm not going to get the review copies for every game I want to feature. So that's just one of those things that kind of goes with the territory. Like, sometimes you'll get what you, like, you know, you get a copy early, but it's like, I don't even want to cover this game, you know, so it's really funny the way it works. But, you know, the way I see it on the Lord channel anyways is I'm only going to post what I'm passionate about and when I have the time to post, you know, like at the appropriate time, even if it's not the most optimal time for the YouTube algorithm, you know. I've learned not to let that dictate what I do in terms of posting. Ouch. That hurts. And yes, I'm using a 6-shooter like an assault rifle. And I love it. Oh, gross. I have a nasty little weapon here. I'm going to drop some of these and unequip the others. So drop this. All right. And we are back. Heck yeah. We're all the way back. Did anything mess up again? I see no interruptions. Have I just not? I haven't even started this event yet. Alright. We're gonna go with the Golden Gosh weapon. Uh-oh. Ooh, that's cool. Hard hitter's not bad either. Okay, let's go ahead and take this guy out. Oh, big hit, sir. The problem with these little propaganda areas is sometimes they're so small. Like, I don't really have a big area to operate in. Oh no! I almost fell off the edge there. That guy went full Oprah on us. Says, you get a ball, you get a ball. I was saying, where is he? I don't understand where they're coming from. Oh, okay, there you go. Once I get out of this chaos, I'm gonna catch up on chat, guys. I'm sorry, I saw some chat come through, but I am in a tight spot right now. Kind of scared. I'm literally in a tight spot because I can't really get out too far. Otherwise, the countdown starts going back, so. What? He's rhyming. Even if they happen to be resistant to this stuff, it's usually pretty strong, so. At least that's a fast one, too. Oh me and oh my! Alright, here goes. Lovely. I got blown up. I need to kill somebody small. Move, big guy. Thank you. Well, I was gonna go crazy on this guy, but maybe not. $92. Okay, we win. Whew. That was a tough one. Golly.
This I can dance to. After I save the world, of course.
Dudley says, next year, bro, I got you a B-Day gift and gift for you now. Just me and my spouse are married, so my wife and I are getting by with our children, but I would love to send you something. Oh, man, thank you so much. I would be more than happy to accept. I used to be so shy about that, but I'm like, you know what? Like, I think that's just a great gesture. And I've got something planned for you guys as well. I've been so blessed this year that I am definitely planning to do something to kind of give back to you guys. Because, you know, the way I see it is I always keep talking about creating a community. And you hear a lot of content creators say that. But really what they want is they want more subscribers so they can get more viewers so they can get more money, right? But to me, I know how to make lots of money on YouTube. And I know how to do things like that. But to me, that's not necessarily what I want to do, because then it removes the passion that I have for this, you know, and I don't ever want to lose that passion. To me, I care about doing what I love, which I set out to do a long time ago, which was like, I want to make play video games and make content for a living. I've always wanted to do this. And anyway, so when it comes back to what I'm saying, I say I want to create a community. And a community is a group of people, right? And everybody should benefit in a community. So I have something really special planned for you guys later this year, because I've been so blessed. This has been one of the best years that I've had in such a long time. And we're going 4 years strong, so I really did want to celebrate with you guys together. I'm gonna avoid that bubble for now. The stream is perfect and smooth. Yay, finally. Gosh, and I don't have my Ethernet hooked up. When I don't have my Ethernet hooked up, somehow I'm going pure Wi-Fi, it's working better. And it doesn't make sense, because when I have Ethernet and Wi-Fi, it should bounce back between the best, you know, whatever one has the biggest bandwidth or whatever, you know, the best download and upload speeds. But it's not doing that. So a little hiccup, just a hiccup. Dude, that pistol's diabolical. I'll show you how it's supposed to work, and then I'll show you what I've done to it. You should make some form of merch. I'd buy some. So early on, you know, it's so funny because years ago, and I say years ago because now it's actually been that much time. It's so hard to believe that, but so I've been making content since 2016, but I've been full-time since 2021. I didn't really start streaming until about 2020 or so. And this little channel it was a product of COVID, essentially. But my main channel, I've been doing since 2016, you know? So yeah, I mean, it's just crazy because like when I first started out, I didn't really know like what my symbol was gonna be. I wanted like a cool icon or brand, and I created one, and I thought it was okay at the time. You know, obviously I've moved on from that, but my mother was like, and my wife and my mom were like the only people that watched my stuff. And it was so like whenever I was streaming, if there was one viewer, it would either be my wife or it'd be my mom. And I kid you not, my mom would literally watch all my stuff. She would just be like so hooked on it, and it was so funny. But anyway, so she and my sisters, they ended up creating little merch for me because they're like, oh look, if you can have a brand, you know. So I had the icon. They had these like graphic tees like printed with my shirt and stuff, and they had these thermoses made for me and little water bottles. That way they'd have the symbol, and they'd be like, that way when you're drinking water and they tell you to hydrate, you can use that. I'm like, so it was really sweet. And it was something they did for me like during that time, like, you know, when COVID was finally kind of wrapping up and stuff. So it was just really nice because that was like my first merch ever, but they had it for me that way. You can like, hey, then that way you can expand and have things like this. And it was really nice because they've always been so supportive. But it's just really cool. But my wife made my new, so my channel icon, which is for the Inhuman one, is kind of like a Bloodborne inspired image. And my wife actually, she made that. She's an artist, but she is used to like the original media. So she was just experimenting one day, and I was like, babe, if you can make that for me, like on the iPad or whatever, and make that my icon, that'd be sick. And she did it. And so she's always talked about upgrading it and making it look better. I'm like, I like it the way it is. Like, I like it the way it is. But anyway, so if I were to actually stop what I'm doing right now, I can put up our weapons, and if I were to just shoot, so normally it shoots like this, which is just 6 shots, or if you're aiming down the sights, it can aim at one target when it's locked. So like if it has a locked target, if you're close enough, and it empties all 6 bullets. But I've created this to where I can shoot unlimited amount of bullets, even though my magazine only has 6 bullets in it. So I just do this. So the DPS is pretty awesome, and you can usually melt bosses pretty quickly as well, depending on a few factors, especially if you don't have the crazy resistance, and that's always good too. And it always helps to have those missile launchers on my shoulders. That's awesome. That's cool. Yeah, it was pretty fun. So the Inhuman universe icon, that was the original icon. It just was different colors. So I had that same icon across the different channels. And then I ended up changing from that because I was like, you know, it's kind of hard to replicate one. And then I wanted like a more personal symbol. And that was, of course, the Bloodborne one. So that channel has the Bloodborne one. This just has my real face because it's me. You're going to see the real version of me. Like, and then Inhuman Universe is going to be a little different. I had to rebrand that channel. And oh my gosh, I'm so excited about that. You guys are going to know. I've never fought this guy before. Oh, I have fought him. He was one of 3 enemies I had to fight. Oh my gosh. Okay, sorry. Hold on! I wonder how you'll fare against this. Back up. Y'all are noisy. Very noisy. Trying to tell my journey here. And you're dead. That's better damage. I like that. I like that a little better. And of course, I have infinite ammo, so that always helps too. Bro, that pistol is broke. The DPS is hilariously OP. Good seems fun. Oh yeah, it's pretty awesome. The thing is, I've made it that way because of the build. Like the gun itself is pretty underwhelming, and if you look at the DPS, it's actually pretty low. It's the lowest, especially at level 50. That's really low. The fact that I can rapid fire though, and I get benefits from the rapid fire, and it's called like a first shot kind of bonus. I can continuously shoot the first shot of my gun, so I'm never using any ammo. So really, really good and really fun. Actually, I'm gonna pick up all this because I did die a few times, and when I die, it costs like $8 million now. So quite expensive to be digi-structed again. I'm gonna pick everything up and I'm just gonna sell it. I would love a few things. I would love loot filters. I would love the ability to grab all items, either grab all as junk or just grab all. I think that'd be nice too. There's a few things that I would like to see just for quality of life. But in general, a lot of the complaints that I hear and see don't seem too valid. I mean, a lot of them are just people kind of just nitpicking. But I've played this for at least like 90, probably 85 hours or so. And I mean, there's very few things that I'm like, oh my gosh, this is just terrible. Some of the progression, you know, from like if you were trying to start a new character, that's a little rough, but I mean, they're still working on it, you know? That reminds me of the Yellowhorn. oh yeah, my weapon melts. Have you played all the Borderlands? You know, the funny thing is I played Borderlands 2 like forever ago, and I played a lot of it. When Borderlands 4 came out, I couldn't even let you know, I couldn't even recall who I had played as. I was like, I don't even remember, but I know I played it, and I played it a lot. I played as Zero. And I loved Zero. And then I played as Krieg as well. And I didn't remember because it had been so long. But what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and do some more side quests. Anything else that we've missed down here, just to finish these up. But anyways, yeah, so I played as Zero and Kree. I played a little bit of Borderlands 3, but at that time, like, there were so many other games coming out, and I was already starting to feature content, so I really couldn't play for fun. You know, I had to play games that I was going to feature on the channel. So yeah, I haven't played so much. I've played a lot of Borderlands, but not as much as many of you guys, and my knowledge of the game is quite limited. But Borderlands 4 kind of got me excited again about the whole prospect of Borderlands, and I'm going to be featuring it in a lore capacity, as well as, you know, on this channel, like for guides and playing with viewers and challenges and things like that. So there's plenty more content to come for Borderlands, of course, across my channel. So yeah, the inventory space and all that, they've done really well on that. I think the only problem is, like, whenever you start a new character, they have like you know, kind of an incentive for you to start at level 30 and you skip the campaign. But for me, the writing is just so good and stuff, like, I don't want to skip the campaign necessarily. I wouldn't mind starting at level 30 and then being able to jump into the campaign, but skipping the campaign is really for like more of the hardcore grindy types. And I like to experience the, I mean, the dialogue alone for like is just incredible. Like, the writing is so good, and I want to experience every character, at least in the story. I will not max out every character, but I am gonna beat the story, I think, with every character. That's my main goal, including all the new Vault Hunters that come out as well. Okay, there's my guy. Oh my gosh. Okay. And then the more crits I land, then my you know, action skill goes longer and longer and longer. But if I don't throw the knife, I don't really need it. And you still get quite a few crits anyway. So, all right. So where was that quest that I was heading towards? So we're just doing some cleanup right now. I do want to have 100% file. That will be Rafa, because Rafa is my favorite character. And then, of course, I do plan on doing some of the other characters as well. Story, at least. But as they continue refining that process of starting over with a new character, I'd like to see that. Honestly, starting at level 1 is fine with me. And because if you start at level 1 after you beat the campaign, you can get your secondary leveling as well, which is specializations. So you get specializations alongside your, kind of like your hunter level, and that's, to me, really nice. Dudley says, I bought all of them, but I feel bad. I haven't really played them that much. Back in the day, I played the first Borderlands a ton. Oh, yeah, it was like so crazy because you never had something that was so like gritty, but at the same time funny. And then the art style, like the cell shading, that was always so unique to me. Yeah, those quality of life changes you mentioned seem like logical ones because you can do it for ammo. Yeah, I wish you could, you know, you need loot filters. We're going to need things to pick up everything around you at once, whether to pick it up as junk or as, you know, just non-junk. We need a little bit more upgrades around like the lost loot. There's a few things that we could definitely see. I have a list of certain things I'd like to see, but I don't have it on me right now. But even with the character progression, but maybe also they want you to be able to look at stats before you pick up, but that's the point. You pick up later and sell it for money. But bulk picks makes more sense. Yeah, I agree, because you could just look at, like, in general, if you're at level 50, very unlikely that you care about gray or green weapons. I might say, you know what, I'm level 50, so I care about purple and gold, but I also want to make sure that anything with firmware, I can also see, regardless of the color of loot. And so being able to filter, like, I want firmware as well at any level, that then gives you a good idea. So there's still so many things you can do with loot filters, though, that I think this game could truly benefit from.
Help me!
See, might as well. Whose head are we?
Oh no, I know her. She's crazy.
Such triumph. I want to cure all the Rippers. Please find some nearby and invite them over to taste the scarlet.
Funny how the chat's always different when you switch to B4. Dude, I love this game. We're going to be seeing a lot of chat. Dudley's an OG, though. Dudley's been around for a while. Wait, what's happening? Lure the Rippers to Amberley's device. Lovely. She's going to do like an EMP and cure the Rippers, I guess. How do I lure them exactly? Oh, there's some. Come on. Come on. Is this what I'm supposed to do? It works. He's been cured. That's what she thinks is curing them. Lovely. Hi. They're just coming at me now. Cured. That's what I mean. Different because other games, the ones in chat, always those familiar faces. Yeah, I don't know. Chat's kind of quiet today in general. We got 6 people watching, but man, after June, we were having like double-digit numbers. That was so nice. But then I just started kind of branching out a little bit. I think people don't like as much diversity, but I love the variety. To me, it's the spice of life. Girl, you better not. Cured. You've been cured. What about you? Come on. I know that's... Yep, that'll get you. Come on. And... boom. Boom. Alright. I'm surprised Marcus didn't join. Fam, I also watched the Silent Hill game. Oh yeah, you sure did. That's what I was saying. You're one of the OGs. Like, you've been around for quite some time. You just don't pop in as often, but I remember you saying, like, specifically that it's because you have a lot of, you know, you have your responsibilities and stuff. I remember that specifically. You're like, I'd watch more, but I'm like, trust me, I know. How about you? But this is standard shot for the gun. This gun's amazing because it just shoots like this, and it has corrosion, radiation, so it's just so strong. So strong. Alright, you guys are dead too. Now, say for example, I struggle and I'm out of ammo, right? Like, I've used all my ammo up. This weapon eats up ammo. It doesn't actually overheat. So let's say I use up all my... Oh my gosh, I have no ammo anymore. Like, what do? I'm in a firefight and there's no ammunition crates around. I can just activate my weapon skill and my ammo comes up. I can even shoot, and my ammo will still continuously increase. So essentially I have like infinite ammo this whole time, you know? Bro, I'm mad I missed the Kronos live stream. Ooh, that was a good one. I was surprisingly intrigued by that game. I thought it was going to be a disappointment, but it was actually really good. Story was excellent. The gameplay was very safe, but you took the words right out of my mouth. See, told you. Yeah, I agree, fam. I guess it's not for everybody, right? Hello, Amberley. I know fam likes Borderlands, though. I'm gonna eat my cheesesteak. I'm hungry.
Safety first, I guess. Dios mío.
Wait, what? Hold on. I think she gives me her helmet, which would be sick. A Ripper helmet? Wait. That's not what I wanted to do. Also, unequip, please, because I don't like that. Also, like an automatic unequip. I only need 2 weapons. Like, I don't like having... Anytime I pick up a weapon that I don't pick up as trash, it automatically puts it in my inventory. I don't necessarily like that. That could be something we could change as well. You know, the sucky thing is I don't even know if I did that right. What I was trying to do is see if I got a different head. These are the ones I already owned, so... I would have loved a Ripper inspired head. This one's really cool, but I just love this one because I don't know, it just looks awesome. Yeah, I like red and black as my favorite colors, so this just looks incredible to me. Love it. Yeah, I don't know what we got for that quest then. What the heck? Couldn't even tell you what the name of the quest was, honestly. It is what it is. We helped her out nonetheless, right? I think she died. Yep, she died. Dudley says, I'm playing Chronos now. Heck yeah. Dudley says, funny you say Matthias always be around at times too, but he's probably busy. Yeah, if he's not on, it's probably because normally he's either helping his mother or he's so hooked on a game. Like he's super hooked on a game. Echo? Okay, I was like, don't do this to me right now. The most unexpected thing is no Marcus. I let him know too that like in the roadmap we're gonna be playing some Borderlands, so Silent Hill was supposed to end on Monday, but I could not go any longer because I had to go pick up my daughter. I don't know about you guys, but who's excited about Cash, the new character? I know I am.
Spectators, participators, and rubberneckers, welcome to the Fenway Cup.
Yeah, if there's an available slot, they put it right in there. I don't necessarily like the auto equip though, because like my loadout is my loadout. Like if I'm gonna change it, I want it to manually upgrade it, you know? Or I want to be able to hold it and say equip, which you can do. But if you just say take, if you have an empty slot, it equips it automatically. I don't like that. It only gave me cash? That's lame. I thought she said, here's my helmet. $1,000 cash. Wow. Marcus, we were just talking about you. Marcus says, well, this is a surprise. Susanna rang me. I was in my office. We were just talking about you. Only good things, of course. Only good things. I beat Silent Hill today. I was supposed to beat it Monday, and then the rest of the week was going to be Borderlands, so I ended up just like beating it really quickly, and it was like a 20-minute stream, and then here we go. But yeah, you guys see my Rafa build. I know you're busy, but
Anyone up for a challenge?
I remember how you hate this weapon, right? Oh, you don't hate it, but you were mad that you're teasing me. You're like, why do you love pistols so much? I have a shotgun too. But this whole build was made around the Phantom Flame weapon, which is so, it's honestly my favorite weapon just because of the way it works, but also has really good crit damage. So I'll show you how it works in just a minute.
The famous Fenway Cup starts right here.
That's what happened. She was going to give me the helmet. She got electrocuted.
And some other
Dang
stuff
it.
involving a
Scripted.
thingamabob. You'll figure it out. Just be quick about it. Finish on time and you win. Easy as pie.
Okay, I did not hear a word he said. Yeah, show me your build. I will. Let me do this quest real quick and then... Now I'm just trying to do I want 100% file, and Rafa is going to be that for me. Go to starting. What am I supposed to actually do? I want to... Swim the swimming, bike the biking, run the running. It's a triathlon. Complete the race in honor of Fenway. Oh no. Okay. I'll show you.
Marks. Get your sets.
The hell?
And go.
I'm going!
Get to swimming and follow them flares.
If I use my bike though, won't that be cheating? Because it said swim. I guarantee if I use my bike, it would be like, cheat. I have 3 minutes. I'm gonna do what it says. And if it says bike, I'm gonna use my DigiRunner, obviously. Fam says hi, Marcus says, hi fam, I'm here now. Yeah, he is. I was gonna be so shocked if you didn't come to a Borderlands stream.
When does it start to get challenging?
How about your speeder bike? Get to riding.
Ooh, hold on, I can't turn very good, my bad. Don't you dare. Here's my Glenn, run! Okay. But yeah, I do want to get 100% of everything on this file because Rafa is just such a great character. I love the writing So I want to see the story from every single player's perspective. I remain thoroughly unchallenged. Where am I supposed to go, fool? Oh, I could have gone either way. Lovely, lovely. Absolutely lovely. We're gonna get this boost. Did that not work? Okay, shoot. I thought it didn't work because it was so high up in the air. I was gonna say, that's cheap. Got the Mario Kart boost right there. I love that. Okay, I got like a minute left. I still don't know. I'll make it. I'll catch up on chat in just a moment. I didn't realize this quest was gonna be this long. Through the trees.
You're over halfway through it and through it over halfway. Next, grab that doohickey and run as fast as you can to the thingamabob at the finish line. Time's a ticking.
Heck. Oh gosh. Strats. Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Where do I put it? Yeah!
Wow, who's surprised I won?
We got stuff. Okay, awesome. I'm gonna show you guys some stuff. Okay, so let me catch up on chat real quick. Yes, show me Bill. I will use your bike. I didn't want to cheat. I thought the RAM is for the bike. Marcus said, sorry, I had no idea you were doing B4. Susanna noticed because she was on YouTube looking for a baking recipe. Oh, nice. That sounds yummy. All right, so we've got the big banger. Oh, finally, an enhancement, man. But this is not even what I need. My first golden enhancement, believe that. Darn it, man. I'm going to keep it for sure, but that's certainly not going to be useful for me. I do want to show you guys something as well, as in the, like, if you're looking for loot and you're kind of just like, I don't really care if I'm not looking for anything that's purple or under or green, you know, blue or under. But if you see this glitch here, you can see that the loot beam is glitching right here. That's because it has firmware on it. So a lot of the other beams are just going to be solid beams of light. If they have a glitch around them, that means it's firmware. So there we have firmware. And then here we should have firmware as well. So pretty interesting. Okay, so Marcus says there's a big update tomorrow. Buffing Vault Hunter trees. Amon gets the most buffs. I saw that. So there was a really cryptic tweet. But it looks like Amon is getting buffs all around. It looks like Rafa's melee, his knives are getting balanced. It looks like Harlow, I don't remember which one, but it's like the green tree, I think, is getting buffed. And then Vex is also getting buffed. Like all her wings, like so her demon form or whatever, are getting buffed. So that's pretty exciting. And I love that they're going with buffs first. And then they'll do some more balancing and maybe include some nerfs. But in my opinion, a lot of people that are complaining about like the crit knife and all that stuff, like those aren't the only builds out there, you know? Not in the slightest. So this build can definitely benefit from it and does benefit from a crit knife, but I'm not going to use only that, you know? That's not the only way. Even without it, it works fine. So let me see. I need to go kill a boss real quick so you can see. We'll do this one. Isn't it just up here though? Let me see. I need to get up here real quick. Sydney Poitier. No nerfs, so that's great. I agree. I hate when devs just nerf immediately because the people are complaining. To me, it's like, no, instead of nerfing a good build, promote diversity in another build, make other builds stronger, so that there's not just one type of build. And I think that's an excellent sign from the devs that like they're gonna do the right thing in terms of just sticking with like a proper development cycle. Like you don't just want to nerf right out the gate. Like that is such a painful thing to take away something from gamers. Instead, give them more, and then you can start doing balancing, you know? But anyway, so this is the Phantom Gunslinger build I made. And then I have infinite uptime on the skill, or action skill, because I just have the triple bypass, and I'm going with now with caffeine. So now I can just go right back into this. If I haven't even used the crit knife once, but if I wanted to, I could, and it does even more damage. So if they're elemental, I can either just kind of spam it with the crit hits, or I can just switch to my golden god and then destroy them that way. So it's pretty fun. This is really this is the most fun I've had with the build I've created, and I absolutely love it. Everything synergizes off of everything else, so it's just super nice. Let's see. We'll go fight the boss. Why are you complaining in a non-competitive game? Exactly. Why are we complaining about nerfs and buffs and stuff in a game that you're not fighting against other players? So it's like, it's not like there's an unfair advantage. Randy has specifically said like he wants, like in the Tokyo Game Show, he said like this is a game where you're gonna feel like you've become a god. So it's like you get like that crazy power. You know, it's like, yeah, like because you've worked hard on it and you've created a build, you've invested the time. So it's like, why would you take that away? It's really weird to me. Exactly. There's nothing wrong with using the crit knife. Like I had like 4 of them. I want you to see this roll. Like look at this crit knife I have. I'll let you see my build. So it's Phantom Flame, which obviously has low DPS, but I'm able to increase the rate of fire so much and the first shot bonus so much that it just does crazy amounts of damage. This is like for my secondary weapon. In the event this isn't doing the right thing or enemies have fire resistance. Triple bypass because I'm running caffeine, so I can get the 100% uptime on my skill. Look at this knife. Like this is actually probably a perfect knife. Marcus says, you've come a long way, Skywalker, since your first few streams. I told you, if I love a game or if I'm passionate about something, like I soak up the knowledge, you know? I just soak it up. And that's exactly what I did with this, because I'm like, yeah, now I could tell you, I definitely have a lot more than knowledge than like the average bear. At least specifically for Rafa. I haven't looked at the skill trees for anybody else except Vex, so I'm trying to create a build with her that's gonna be that's using the demon form and stuff. But anyways, this knife is probably perfect. Like I don't see how you could make it any better. But I have like 2 or 3 of these, and I didn't know they were so rare. I don't have. This is the only thing I don't have anything that's good on. Like I literally need something that's going to help me. My class mod is so bad, and then my enhancement. If it didn't have the gun crit and the pistol crit damage, I dropped this years ago. But I have to upgrade that, and I just got another enhancement. But guess what? It's only for Tord stuff, and it's like, well, that's not going to help me at all. And sniper rifles, which I don't use, so it's like I need something with gun crit and pistol crit. If I could go with sequencer would be ideal, but I need level 50. So I haven't found any good enhancements. That was my first golden enhancement. And then class mod, I have not seen anything better than this. And because I'm playing as Rafa, the chance that I have for class mods to drop for Rafa are much less. So this is one of the best shields as well. I have so much fun with this. I can't believe I got this shield, but essentially it gives me amp. So I get 50% gun damage at the cost of 20% of my shields. But then every time I get hit, it's a 1 in 3 chance that I get a power booster that gives me 20% more gun damage. So it's just nasty. And then when it comes to the skill trees, I'm really just going 2 trees here. I'm going red tree and blue tree pretty evenly actually. So we've got Sitiar for gun damage. We got action skill duration being cured. This is the whole crux of my build. Without Bullet Buddy, I wouldn't have anything. But this is how I get the infinite ammo, essentially. So that's really, really huge. Then I get some El Valiente for increased damage from all sources. These are just passive bonuses that I'm getting here. But then I went for Everdrive Temerario for increased damage but worse gun handling, but we counter that. And then I have Soldado, which is overdrive bonuses, and the missiles are actually pretty decent considering. Then I went with the Thrill for increased fire rate because it's going to give me DPS. Reload speed because in the event that I do miss a reload or I do miss a timing on my rotation, I can just reload pretty quickly. But the rotation's really simple, but it's easy to get sidetracked when you're like shooting 1,000 times a second. First impression is the build is, this is perfect for Phantom Flame, and the whole reason why this build works, Bullet Buddy and First Impression. So Bullet Buddy from Red Tree and First Impression from Blue Tree create this amazing build that I have, which is the first shot fired gains increased damage, but every shot is technically like a first shot, so it's just like I continuously shoot a bunch. So El Soldado for damage, and then I get some gun handling back from La Garza, which without this, you do have crazy recoil. So I went primarily with like mostly just damage. So riddle you this in the zone because I aim down the sights specifically with the Phantom Flame. So this is built exactly for perfectly for the Phantom Flame. Bullet Train, so while I'm moving, I can get 50% more damage. This also benefits my Golden God when I'm running around because I don't ADS. And then now with Caffeine, gives me cooldown reduction, and I have triple bypass, so I can pretty much run it endlessly. So pretty fun. Marcus says, great build. Built on your early days in game knowledge. Oh, for sure. I remember how much I liked the Phantom Flame, right? Like I was like, I love this gun, and I want to make a build around a gun, and I always do that. Typically, I'm like, if there's something that I like, I want to do a build around it, and that was what we kind of shot for. So it's been lots of fun. It would be cool if Inhuman played Monster Hunter and shared some builds like this. I'm actually like, so just so that you know, like, it's so funny because even some people that I play with sometimes, they have no clue like how much I do builds. Like all of my challenge runs and all that are always, I can only do those because I create a build that makes it work, or because you outskill it. So like in RPGs, I always create crazy builds. Like I had really solid builds in Wolong Fallen Dynasty, and Monster Hunter I had a crazy bow build. I even did lore on Monster Hunter Fam on my main channel if you want to check that out. But I've done builds like forever. Like I've always done builds. Some of my earliest guides were like Skyrim builds. So I love creating builds. That's one of my, I just didn't share them often because like to me I didn't want everybody to be running what I had. You know, like I want to create something that's so unique that not everybody can run it or that will be able to create it or replicate it. You know, but I don't like builds that just like, you know, require like, oh, you have to grind for this and this. Like no, like I want it to be semi-flexible. Like I don't want to be switching between rep kits or anything like that. I want it to be like, if I'm mobbing, I can kill. If I'm fighting a boss or farming a boss, I can still be very effective. I don't like switching between loadouts. Like I'm very lazy. So I want quality of life builds all day. But yeah, I do builds all the time. So like this is just a product of that. And I guess you guys don't see that a lot of times because I'm playing a game for the first time or whatever. And it's after I gain that knowledge that I then use it and go back and do the challenge runs and all that stuff. But yeah, builds are some of the things that I've always done. Like, you can ask my wife. I've been doing this stuff forever. Alright, now we got Sydney. Now we just gotta get... If we can... Oh my gosh, I didn't realize I was running right into a pile of enemies there. Now we'll use the crit knife. Okay, so here we go. We go L1, crit knife, and then L1, and then we go crazy. Every hit is a crit now. Then we throw a knife after about 8 seconds, and then we cycle back through again, and we have more infinite shots. And our action skill cooldown has increased. So, and yes, could we kill him faster? Absolutely, we sure could. A matter of fact, with like a weapon like the Golden God, it's usually pretty effective too. But it's just nothing more fun than using a 6-shooter and shooting like that. Like, can you imagine a Cash build that could do that? Like, Cash seems to me like to be a gunslinger, but I don't know if you're going to be slinging more guns than Rafa can with that infinite ammo thing are we doing there. Okay, anyway, so now we got to be careful. L1, R1 for the crit knife, and then L1 again, then we just go crazy. I don't ADS with this, though, because really no need. But if you do ADS, you just do more damage. But with I also have it to where I'm doing a bunch of damage just by sprinting. I can shoot really effectively just by sprinting. I get increased damage that way. I can hip fire when I'm sprinting as well. And the faster I move, the more damage I do, so. But I won't even have to re-up or anything. I can just use the rest of the ammo in here and it's dead, so. But that's fun. I mean, obviously, yes, you can beat the boss faster or whatever, and you can min-max and all that junk, but to me, there's nothing more fun than moving around, using the movement, and really just playing the part, you know? And I love that, so. It's so much fun. I shared during stream like this. Yeah, so, yeah, I like to share during streams like this too, because normally, like, I do build guides, but when I do build guides, like, on my channel, I typically don't share, like, the builds that are really close to my heart, like, because I take them, like, I'm like, this is my baby. I worked hard to build this. But, you know, it is what it is. It's one of those things where it's like, I'm going to play as it, and if you play enough, you'll know what I'm using, you know? So it's not like a secret, but I typically don't, like, share, like, the build I'm using it off stream or for fun. I'll create a bunch of different builds and be like, oh, this was a fun one, but, you know, it's not the one for me, and I'll share that, for example. But you guys got to see a little bit of insight on my little brain. Marcus says, builds also tend to work around what weapons and shields, so you're lucky enough to find, and that's what makes Borderlands so fun. Yeah, even just by having the amp shield, like, that's really nice too. So, like, you know, like, you don't have to use the meta stuff, you know, and I don't watch other people's guides and stuff either, because it's kind of weird. I guess, like, as someone that creates content, it's like, for me, it just doesn't make sense. Like, well, I'm gonna be, if I wanted, I could be a guy that, like, makes the content, like, guides like that. So it's like, people would then look to me to be, what is he doing? Normally, I just don't do it because I don't get the game early enough, or I'm just like, I'm not really gonna play it more than, you know, for the first playthrough. But something like this, shoot, I'm gonna be all over this. Like, I love me some Borderlands. And it makes me want to go back and find my Borderlands 2, and I know I have 3 somewhere as well. But it's like, oh man, I want to. But the collector in me is like, ooh, I want to get all the games and support. But it's so awesome. But anyways, really fun build. Marcus says, yes, farm the pointy legs and try to get a swarm grenade. It's one of the best grenades. You know what? I'm gonna share with you guys a list that I have. Also, I want you guys to check this out. I want you guys to do this. Somebody in chat put in exclamation point and then the word shift key. And there are like 5 and 6 shift keys that you guys can use that don't expire until tomorrow. So, but I want you guys to get used to doing the commands. Like, so the command is exclamation point, shift key. And if you put it in like I just did, you'll see like you know, essentially another pre-canned message that comes in, and it should show all the shift keys. So I want you guys to get in the habit of doing that, because there's a bunch of things that I have like that, like if there's giveaways and stuff like that, so you guys can check out. But anyways, I also use like no ammo. So in the event that for whatever reason I do need ammo, I just activate my action skill and I get infinite ammo. So, all right, here goes. But let's do another farm, just for the hell of it, and then we'll go back to some quests. Marcus says that this has one of the best grenades in the game, the swarm grenade, which reminded me of another link I'm going to share with you guys in chat. And it's a link of every single possible legendary, what the brand is, where to get it, what mission it's associated with, and like a brief description of it. So I'm going to give you guys that link so you guys can see that. If you don't already have one, obviously it's pretty nice to have. But using the Golden God, like this particular weapon is incredible. Like, I got this from a vending machine, believe it or not. See, there we have an enemy with invisibility or invincibility orb. That's super annoying. Buddy. And every time I'm getting shot, they're dropping these orbs, and those orbs are just increasing my gun damage by another 20%. So the faster I move, the more damage I'm doing as well. So that's always nice. If I do ADS, I'm even doing more damage. So it's like, pretty much we're just killing stuff. Uh-oh. Sydney Pointy Legs. The dialogue is incredible. I swear. I was telling my baby, come listen to this. Come listen to this. She was like, okay, babe. I was just laughing the whole time. Okay, here goes. Boom. Oh no, he's doing the thing. He's breakdance fighting. This brother, man. Yeah, you, sir. You hit hard. We got something. Whew. Marcus says yes, showing all the keys. Heck yeah, nice. Okay, it's working. Swarm grenade's so good. Ooh, I wonder. Oh, I didn't get it, but I got honed symmetry. Fires reserve ammo while charging. Oh, that's interesting. So it's constantly shooting. Oh, that's cool. Because I don't really like snipers. I want to do a sniper build at some point, but I'm hoping maybe the 6th Vault Hunter is a sniper. That would be really nice. Man, like, I just can't get a good enhancement. I cannot get a good enhancement. That's killer. But anyways, this is the Phantom Gunslinger build, but it works with any weapon. I mean, honestly, works with any weapon at all. Let's see what this one does. That's so cool. Oh, yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna pick all this up because I died like 1,000,000 times earlier, so gotta make back my $20 million I got from just dying. Oh, these are so much fun. Singularity grenades, but I haven't used too many grenades, and I have not ever used satchels either, so I'm gonna create a build kind of like that at some point, I'd imagine. Okay, so you guys are seeing all the keys. Cosmic, what's going on, Cosmic? Did you play Wukong? If so, how different is it from Wukong? Wukong is quite different from Wukong because it plays more like it's a lot more parry emphasis on it. I think that Wukong is very good. I enjoyed it a lot, but I also like the game never ended, so I also felt like, okay, is it gonna end yet? Which is a strange feeling because normally I'm really excited about games like that, but it was great. I loved it. The combat was good. The story was, you know, probably the weakest point, honestly, but Wukong has an excellent story, and the game is it plays much differently. It's a very traditional kind of Souls-like in that regard, but it's got really good movement. All the movement and the abilities are really nice as well. So I mean, it's just a lot of fun. They don't play very similarly, I would say, not at all. Because one focuses on just parrying all the time, and the other one's more about being aggressive and changing your weapons, weapon swaps, and all that good stuff. Elemental imbuements. Hey, where's his brother? Oh, okay, I was like, where'd he go? I saw him at the corner of my eye, and I was like, where did he go? Gotta get the swarm. So yeah, you guys got some shift keys there. Now it's like 6 shift keys, I think, like 5 or 6. And we're gonna open some, use some golden keys here in a little bit as well. Spice things up, see if we get something awesome. There's a few bosses that have good drops that I just simply do not like to farm. Oh, you fool. Okay. I'm about to die, but I don't care. Going for it. No. Where's the darn legs at? The big ones. There they are. Put all that fancy stuff. That fancy footwork. Oof. We didn't get anything, but we tried. Marcus says try again. The fam says oops. Stream goes burr burr. I don't know why, because my stream right now is showing excellent. No interruptions so far since 11:41. That's what it's saying. Which one would be easier? I think that... I don't think Wukong is that hard, but I have played it quite extensively. I think Wulong could be a little more difficult in my opinion. But if you can parry and you get the... if you're able to parry very effectively, then that would be something you can definitely get with. Amp, I already have a good amp. UVH also unlocks like those special firmwares, in particular like the Atlas EX and Daddy Leo and all that stuff. All the licensed specific firmwares you can get at UVH. Fam says, well, anyway, night, guys. Yeah, I think that Wulong it would be a little harder, actually. I'm going to save that for my Vex. But Wukong, a lot of people said it was quite difficult, but I didn't have as difficult time with it. I did enjoy it extensively, but I didn't think that it was like too hard. I thought it was great. It was very well balanced in that regard, but some bosses gave me a run for my money, though, for sure. Thank you for the help. Yeah, I hope that helps. I mean, I think both games are great, but they're not too similar. And one focuses on parrying, whereas the other one is more about aggression and movement, so. I see my Sekiro skill is going to be useful, but rusty I am. Yeah, Sekiro is going to be much more useful. Marcus, I got an amazing rep kit drop from good old Splash Zone. 200% damage, 50% gun damage, 50% crit, and 25 magazine size. My gosh, that is incredible. Yeah, that's a good one. Very beefy. I just need a better... I need a better class mod, and I need a better enhancement. Like, if I could have the you know, a... Jacob's sequencer plus the gun crit and pistol crit, then my build would be perfect because it would be best for Phantom Flame. But even a gun crit and you know, anything else would be okay as well, I suppose. But I just need like I've been using these for like days at this point. Level 30. I mean that was many hours ago. 42. I mean I have not been able to find anything better. So really sucks. But let's go do some. Finish up, do some cleanup here, because I want to get this one as close to 100% as I can. Let's look for some more fun little side quests here. Clear out the Fade Fields at the very least, because I'm about ready to go to Carcadia Burn. Cosmic says the PS4 version of Wulong is 20 euros and free PS5 upgrade, while Wuchang's 45. Oh, I see. I see. Yeah, I would probably start off with Wukong and see how you like it. It's a long game. There's tons of content on it. And then you can always go for Wukong a little bit later. Yeah, I mean, that's what I would do. They're both great, and I think you're going to enjoy both of them extensively, but... I can one-cycle Idolater Soul, so that's always fun. This guy again! This is the third time I've seen these guys. Oh gosh, something's coming. Anybody else need to get shot? Okay. These kids just can't keep together. That's correct. Marcus, did you keep weapon shields, etc. from early levels, like level 10 stuff, level 15 stuff in your bank? I have gotten rid of nearly everything. My bank's pretty clean. Like, I like to keep it real clean. Even my inventory's quite clean. So I don't have much of anything from low level unless it's specifically for another character that I'm gonna be leveling, like maybe like a Harlow or a Vex. But other than that, no, everything is pretty much level 50 or higher. I don't have too many things that are under leveled unless it has firmware. Firmware would be the only other example.
So Tupper keeps getting himself into jams, but he always yells at you to fix them.
Push it to the limit. I love how the side quests continue to have parts. Alright, let's go, little guy. Why do you ask that, Marcus? Is that important? Does that impact loot drop somehow or in some way? Also, my Phantom Flame has a really cool variant because it has no knife on it, which I think is sick. Some of the legendaries have different cosmetics like that. And I know this because I farmed Phantom Flame like a million times. But who's doing that? Is that Sydney? They have leggies. That's leggies. Ah, you again. Another? What the nuts, dude? Jeez Louise. Oof. I keep early level stuff so when I replay from level 1 I get good gear to use. Yeah. Yeah, for sure. Like, that's a good leveling trick in general. Like, I did it for Path of Exile 2, and there's a few other games that I can recall. But yeah, with shared inventory space, it's always nice to do. But mostly, I do like kind of, unless there's something that's really, really solid, like I don't necessarily keep low level gear, unless it's like maybe purple or gold or something, or just really, really good roll, then I'll use it. He's always stuck. But yeah, that's an excellent trick. Very good trick, good strategy, especially if you plan on leveling other characters and you have a shared like inventory or bank like this game does. It's so nice. Alright, let's see how we can get you out now. It's always like you gotta stomp on something, do this, do that, you never know. That is a good... I'm gonna actually pick up everything because I need to make up the money that I lost by dying multiple times. Alright. Show me the way, Echo. Don't you say goodbye to me. You tell me where to go, little man. You gotta do all the thinking for me. Oh, he's telling me where to go. Oh, this is where we got, hold on, what are you doing? Oh, I thought that's where we got one of the vault key fragments, actually, and I think that's where maybe that would help you do that. Okay. He's resistant to fire, but even so, we should be able to do some sort of damage to him. If no, oh, that's a looter thing. I can never kill these things. Last time the dude was invincible. Actually invincible. That's my third loot goblin. Girl, you better back it up. So yeah, he doesn't ever give me anything good. I've killed 3 loot goblins, or 2 loot goblins. And I killed 1 Thresher variant. It was a golden Thresher. And it was on Callus. It was on Elpis, actually, during the Callus mission. And I had no clue what I was looking at. And I did it off stream, of course. But I did record it on the PS5 capture. And I was like, what the heck is this? So there's loot goblins of different species. I haven't seen an order loot goblin yet, but I've seen the Ripper. And I've seen the a Thresher. But that was really cool. Alright, after I kill these, I gotta focus. I get so I just want to kill everything. Are we good? Are we good? Because as soon as I start chilling, somebody's gonna shoot me in the back, and that's gonna make me mad. There will be no excuses now. Everybody's gonna be dead. Ain't rocket surgery. Marcus says, yeah, good roll stuff, but if you want to play another hunter for level 1, you got stuff to use as you level. Yeah, I agree. That's a really good strat. I like the good roll. So here's the thing. So like I'm so big on like I kind of like to do it like from scratch in a way. So I'll even like sometimes just like it's almost like me if I happen to open like a nice chest and get something really good. It's like, okay, every few levels I'll get like a really cool weapon and they'll be like, I get to use it now for that character. But if I just throw on everything OP, like I don't get to learn all the ins and outs of the character. It helps me learn the character a little bit better if I kind of struggle a bit or if you're kind of leveling slowly. But if I'm equipped with great gear, sometimes I'm like, oh, dang it. Like I'm just mowing through everything. But yeah, I'm just really weird when it comes to that. Cool. An ordnance with bullets to spare. I need that too. I'm gonna need to bank some of this stuff. That's one that I'm looking for Vex, actually. Oh, look at this. We got another Marcus. This is where we got the fragment. So yep, I remember that. Come on, Topper. Marcus says there's an issue with the bank they need to fix. If you start a new hunter from level 1, you get the bank, but you can take out anything, but you can't put stuff in. See, I don't like that. I think that like the bank should the SDU everything SDU should actually carry over. That should be account wide, I think. There's a few other quality of life changes we were discussing earlier today. Loot filters would be nice, like being able to exclude loot that's lower colors unless it has firmware and stuff like that.
Whenever they find out I'm in a stooge. But he should be more diligent at keeping me out of mischief.
I like how he blames the legs.
Happy to help, but let's cut down on the stooshes.
Aye, you just need to get your big time. Cheers again for your help.
I think it does need to be fixed as well. And that's part of the reason why I didn't really care to keep too many things for the other character. Even though you can extract and withdraw things, you can't deposit. So I was like, well, in that case, I might as well just pretend like it doesn't exist and just continue kind of leveling up the character as if, you know, you don't have a shared bank. And that's fine because, again, you're learning new weapon types. Like, I'm probably going to go like pure kinetic with Vex, actually. And then I'll do like a very like a damage over time status effect with Harlow. And then I'm thinking melee with Amon, so. Are you guys good? Okay. Little troublemakers. Oh gosh, we have another one. We've got another. Okay, so then that'll probably finish out his quest line. Beware. Yeah, I started a Vex and I noticed that you could only withdraw. You could not deposit stuff. So I think SDU in general, that entire tab should be account wide. The lost loot box should have filters as well. You can select you only want to have lost loot that's legendary or purple or whatever. I think that filters would be just good in general. Like even loot filters, being able to pick up a bunch of loot around you as junk, or pick up all the loot around you as just in general, like as not junk, would be nice too. But who knows? I'm sure they'll get to those things, because some of those things are going to be big quality of life changes. They're not like game breaking by any means, but I do believe that they would help. I do believe they would make the experience even better. Oh my, you're back again, dude. Oh, he's invulnerable. Of course he is. Is that stupid? Is somebody shooting me? Oh, it's these little baby things. We don't like those. We don't like those baby things. Marcus says, yes, but if you know this, you can take what you need at the time and as it's there anyway, and hopefully you can replay another hunter from level 1. It will be fixed by then. They're patching all the time. Yeah, I hope so too. And to me, like, that is inconvenient, but it's not like game breaking, you know? I think a lot of people just really just find a reason to complain about stuff, but I was like, I am really enjoying the game, and there's a few quality of life things that I would like to see, but in general, it's like, man, I'm pretty happy with it. Like, I think they did really good. They did really good. There's definitely a few things they can tweak and improve. Quality of life stuff is always so nice to have, and it feels bad when you don't get it right out of the box. But I think that they're gonna make strides to improve the the next character leveling kind of situation for sure. Because right now, you're more incentivized to just kind of stick with the same character or fight through and like be lost and no progression on the map at level 30. Which to me, it's like, if I'm going to start a new character, unless I'm like super grindy and I'm like want to just get to level 50, I'm going to start a character at 1 so I can experience the story, because the writing in this game is just fantastic. They have such good writing, and you have all these different perspectives and stories and awesome dialogue that I just love. So I like to see it. I'm a real hoarder. I am too, usually. Like, I want one of everything at least. And all that good stuff. Like, I'm like that. Oh, okay, here, buddy. Wait. Hold on. What are you doing? Are you invisible? Oh, I just couldn't see you because I'm just blind, apparently. That works too. Where are we going? We gotta search for leggies.
Do they not just go where you angrily order them to go?
The weird echolocation. Yeah, sometimes it'll literally be like, just jump into the ocean, you'll be fine. And I'm like, how am I supposed to cross this giant crevice,
Sounds to me like someone is fooling himself.
I really want to figure out. There was a world event the first time I was playing, and like my first play, and I was like, it was called the Gordello, and I wanted to see what that was all about. But I haven't been able to get that world event to pop up, and I don't know if it's just go to that area now or what, or if it's time sensitive, because I haven't seen the world event icon pop up anymore. Other than the time bubbles, I haven't seen any other world event either. But I know there's going to be more. Alright, let's go find them. Oh, there they are. I think. The bank can never be big enough. Oh, I agree. 500 is not enough, I don't think. I think you should be able to expand it, and I think they will. Like, so the next, before the end of the year, they're going to be doing, obviously, you'll be getting some additional, like, probably like Halloween type themed stuff, because it said, you know, and then there's something around Christmas as well. But it seems like next year with the new Vault Hunter, they're going to do like UVH 6, or I think the roadmap might even be Q5. You get another level for UVH. I don't remember that's Q5 or Q1, but brother.
Why are you so unkind to your legs? I love my special legs. You should be nice.
I spent 3 hours fishing, got nothing good. I want to get the, there's this fish grenade that I want, and I'm definitely going to be searching for that. Definitely going to be going for that. Come on, toppers. But yeah, I think expanded bank space would be nice as we get more characters and more gun types. There's going to be like a Halloween type event, seemingly like a Christmas type event. I think during Q4 of 2025, I think we get another UVH level, which is nice.
Honestly, I kind of mind this place has been before.
All right, big boy, you're dead. Where's the big giant one? There's literally a gigantic one over here.
This is fair bizarre, but numbskull, thunder, pains aren't here either.
There was a giant one. Where did it go? It like went behind this rock and just disappeared like a magic trick.
I did not to be found. You
3 hours fishing. Shoot, I'm gonna have to do that. I want that fish grenade. It just looks so unique. Come on, Topper, let's go. He got me killing all the wildlife. He's gonna be like, oh, it's right where I left him. Just watch. Come on. Show me the way. We're gonna go fishing there. Oh, there it is. It's right there.
What's going on?
What the heck?
A lonesome old bahookie.
He's like the king of those creatures.
Sort of thing. And you left with the
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
They have a good argument there. Saving you from yourself is not their responsibility.
Ooh,
It's yours.
that's deep. And he's the king of these little crabs now.
stomach when you're red. No, it's fine. You're forgiven. Didn't fash yourself. I hope you can forgive me for getting us into so many pickles recently. I'll make things right. I swear it.
Hi, friendship. Rava loves to see it. Now, how about you just duct tape yourselves together so this doesn't...
Yeah, quit separating or always stick together in some way.
That's a smashing idea. Duct tape.
He's like,
Where did we come up with that? Fond farewell. You'll never see us again.
I don't believe it.
Like has no.
And bye. That's funny. All right, let's see if that's done. Marcus, oh, ghost update. Ghost update from the other night. Well, we managed to corral him, but with his mouse, and then literally a minute later, Boo came in, the other cat flap with her own mouse. Oh my gosh. That is insane. They're such good hunters. My cats don't even like to touch grass. Like when they go outside, they're terrified. They have no clue how to handle it. It's so funny. They're little sissies. Oh yeah, they're definitely tag teaming. Oh yeah, they're teaming up on you. That's for sure. That is hilarious. Though I love how mischievous they are. My cats are pretty good unless like it's anything with food, they will break all the rules. I'm like, no. They're so greedy. They're the greediest cats I've ever known. They're so greedy. And sometimes I'm like, you guys are despicable. Like, you eat at the same time every day. You've never missed a meal. We used to hand cook their meals. Now they eat kibble again, but we used to make them salmon and whatever else, like, every day. I'm like, y'all are, like, greedy little butts. But they are the greediest little things. Oh, look at this weather. I've not seen a red sky before. Oh, they're definitely tag teaming. They're just trying to see what they can get away with. Like, yeah, okay. Let Ghost distract him with his mouse and I'll bring my own. I think that's hilarious. That is too funny. Actually, I'm going to use the mini map here because I'm probably going to end up going the wrong way. Yep. There's so many levels to Carcadia Burn that it gets a little confusing to navigate because you have to go certain roads and that can be a little annoying, but that's just me being an elitist gamer. Maurice is over here, I think, too, if I'm not mistaken. Glad you like it. I'll send them over. Oh, maybe they would tame my girls because, golly, like, the girls, they get a little feisty. And they have, like, this whole, like, pecking order thing where, like, you know, they try and fight for leadership. Kind of, it's just, it's nuts. Like, they have this little cat tree, and, like, whoever sits up top is, like, kind of like the boss for that day. They're so weird. I'm like, y'all need to stop. And be friendly. As they're like sisters. Wait, it changed again? Oh, I've gotten this one. Wait, what? I have jelly. Like, I have. Oh, come on. Scrapper completion, and then the rest are just jelly, huh? I have this. See, there's some terrible rolls with this in particular that I've seen. When armor shield is full, you lose an armor segment. When the shield is active, you grant no. So like that, I would want something that triggers on a segment being lost. On kill, 15% chance, that's okay. I mean, whatever. On armor segment filled, refills 20% of the gun's magazine. That's also pretty cool, and it's got a firmware. That's actually pretty neat. Oh my gosh. Marcus, thank gosh I didn't go for the automatic doors. Can you imagine? Oh, they would literally be setting them off every few seconds. And they'd probably like start like, I like doing this. Yeah, they're ridiculous. But I love them. Little goofballs. Okay, I have a million jellies. We could actually farm this quite easily, so I don't really care to do this, but grenade damage, high caliber, Dedio. See, Dedio is one of the firmware, or, you know, kind of license specific, you know, firmwares you can get only at UVH. So it's always nice to have that additional damage. 100%, so I'd be freezing. That's a pretty good amount of damage. But this here has like way more same chance. That's really interesting. I don't know. I already have both of these, so I think I'm going to get the one that has on kill. I like on kill stuff because I'm aggressive. Take care, buddy. So tomorrow, Maurice will move again. So every week on Thursdays is when you start seeing the changes, right? So every Thursday you see the weeklies change and all that.
Let me see if I have this straight. Your plan is to launch yourself into the stratosphere to do what exactly?
Oh.
To get a bird's eye view, so I can spot vaults wherever they're hiding.
These vault gatherers are
In
idiots.
other words, you're hunting vaults, a highly illegal.
No.
It's not hunting.
I'm seeing them. Yeah, I'm observing.
I'm vault gathering information. It's totally on the up and up, the literal up and up.
Brilliant reasoning and a brilliant plan. I see no possible way it could backfire.
Same.
horribly.
This is gonna be fine.
Well, thank you. I agree.
It should make a good broadcast, at least.
Gotcha. What are we doing, Penelope? Talk to me, girl.
Hey, you, ratings bait. Are you here to help this so-called vault gatherer?
I'm telling you, the writing is just so good in this game.
Come on.
I killed a Ripper the other day. I started laughing so hard because he died and he said, I was a vegan, therefore a better person than you. Ugh. And I was like, yes. Like, that's so good. I was like, that's just good writing. That makes me giggle.
Another comically misnamed
Love it though.
And this one's plan is somehow even less certain than the last. Obvious lunatic. Please elaborate.
All I need is a little toot-toot from this baby here, and pow! I'm sky high and scoping out every vault around.
Oh, I got you, brother.
Shout out to my VG bros. Can't wait to hear
VG
how that
bros.
legendary vending machine is going. I bet you're killing it.
And
Well, we got it first.
sociopath. Will you aid this disturbed individual in his explosive cry? for help?
Absolutely.
You know what? I'm easily distracted. Show me the button.
Yes, this is the best day ever. I knew I picked the right weird cult to join. I'll probably need only one charge before you fire, maybe two. Just eyeball it, okay? But don't overload the cannon.
Oh, gosh.
I want to return it later, and scorch marks will be a dead giveaway that I used it.
Well, let's see.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
We're at charge level 1, viewers. I don't know what that means.
I don't either.
Cannon's not even shaking.
Did I do it again?
Level 2. Do you hear that rumble?
I don't know what to do. I feel like I'm gonna accidentally get this guy killed.
One standard-sized moron.
3. I think 3.
Too much. Really.
Exactly. Define too much.
Unbelievable. They're going for charge level 3.
It's red. He's totally dead.
Weren't dangerous enough.
What are you doing out there? That's way too much.
I.
Can't hear you, compadre.
I'm launching.
It seems we are a go for launch.
It's red. I'm so sorry. I should have stopped. I didn't realize the color was changing.
Stay tuned.
Oops.
Man, oh man, oh man.
Bye bye.
Comes the boom.
Wait, what?
And they're off. Let's
He
hope they remember their
shot
purpose,
himself off?
folks. This is going to go very badly.
He doesn't have a way to land, does he?
Broadcasting live from studio, but definitely for this guy.
He died as he lived. Moronically. And that gear can live with me now.
Oh my gosh. Now I gotta go find him. Oh jeez. Hold on. What's in here? Nothing. You know. Let's just see what's over here. He probably would have died either way. I mean, he literally had no way to land, right? Did I do a bad thing? Did I do a bad thing? I don't know.
And there you have it. Viewers, if you're planning to launch yourself from a giant cannon or similar artillery weapon soon, please remember that only actual Vault hunters are immune to fall damage.
That's true.
Penelope Streets, signing off.
Oh my gosh. Oops. All that for a green Bond 91. Thank you for that, sir. Absolute waste. Now, there was a quest. So yeah, like peanut butter and jelly. This is the one. Okay, I knew that. I was like, as soon as I go to, I'm gonna remember what it's called. We're gonna go here and then just launch east as far as possible and go see what that quest is. We're gonna clean up all the quests, and then we gotta do all the boring collectibles at some point. But I definitely want a 100% file because I got to. Just have to.
This stuff fell off the back of a corpse.
Marcus says, who do you think you will start a new game with? The new buffs may change your thinking. I know you did mention Amon a while back. You know, Amon would be great. I did actually start an Amon like the same day we did the very first Borderlands stream. And I enjoyed him, but I just wasn't too big a fan of the... Like, I was running the shield, and I was like, this would be really fun if I had people to play with. Because I could be kind of like the tank or whatever. And, it just, you know, I never really, like, there's like 2 people that I play with every once in a while, but we never really sync up as often as I'd like, so it's kind of hard. And then typically I've either been playing way longer or whatever, so it's like, then we're doing different, you know, it's just kind of like, we never get to sync up quite as much as I like, so But in either case, I did start a Vex. And Vex so far seems like she has tons of potential. But you know, a lot of people talk about like the synergy she has with like elemental and stuff, but I think I want to go kinetic with her, and maybe like maybe a lot of leech, like kinetic and leech. So I'm thinking Vex, which I already have a Vex going. She's like level 2 or 3. But I love Harlow as well. Like Harlow seems like she would be disgustingly strong with anything status effect. So like a Rainbow Vomit and whatever else, and it just seems like she would just be doing tons of damage with status effects. So I kind of want her to be my status girl. And Amon would be good for like melee. So I think if anything, I might go and to keep pushing for Vex, because based on the tweet that I saw, he put wings in the description, which makes me think that if there's wings, it's talking about demon form. And if that's like the demon form or whatever, incarnate or whatever it's called actually, then I definitely want that, because that's the build I want to go for. I want to go where I can use that little ball and do a bunch of splash damage and stuff. Like, that would be really fun for me. That's what I really want to do. But what about you? I know you said that you're doing a Vex, but... And Rafa, I thought. I just hope when they do nerf stuff, they don't make it like where it's just such painful nerfs or where builds just don't work anymore. But if you're not playing with other people, I don't see the big complaint on the diversity. Like, people just love following meta builds, but you don't have to do meta. Like, I built my character around a single weapon. I wish people just tried to do different or fun things every once in a while. Eugenio. Marcus's Vex Green Tree is great. It's a bit broken, as is OP. Oh gosh. Okay, so that's like what I was going for, because I was reading the skill tree and I was like, this looks the most satisfying for me, and also I really enjoyed the way that the demon wings and stuff look. So I was like, that's really, and then you can use that ball, and I was like, that's amazing. So I wanted to just run that. Like, I want to have like infinite uptime on the skill kind of thing. But I was like, okay, and then maybe like kinetic, just pure kinetic, and then go with some leech, or you know, and just go pure like health, get as much health as possible. So I'm constantly running overshield, stuff like that. But if that's something that's already broken, that could be nerfed. But I'm interested because they said that particular tree seems like it was going to be buffed. So maybe different things or different parts of it.
What are you yelling about?
The legends speak of ambrosia.
Ambrosia.
The greatest meal in existence, the PBJ. My entire life has been spent in search of these 3 magical ingredients. I have found a P and a B, and I finally tracked.
Oh gosh, it's definitely not going to be what we think.
I'm skilled to reach it. Please, would you speed yourself to the booth, retrieve the J, and bring it back to me?
Sure.
Yeah, fine.
My taste buds are saved.
Consider it done, crazy man.
You want to eat sludge scraped off a beached buoy?
No time. Go.
All right. Hey, I'm not here to judge. I'm not here to judge. Gross.
That's it! The final ingredient! Return the J to me before it coagulates! Go, go, go!
Before it coagulates. All right. I don't think it's timed, but let's... There's your J. Now what? Did you remove your hair? I swear he had hair earlier.
Done it! Finally, my life has meaning. Finally, I can create the ultimate beast. After 20 years of searching and perfecting the flavors, I finally have the plastic for P.
20 years to make this PB&J.
For J.
Goop starts with a G.
God damn it!
Now he's pissed. No! Oh my gosh, he just gave up. 20 years of his life. Oh my gosh. Well, we try and help these people, and then they just end up doing crazy Ripper stuff. Psycho stuff. Well, we tried. That was our good deed for the day. We're just killing these quests. Fault hunting is something that I've seen multiple of, so we're gonna go here and then go due west. Marcus says they won't nerf the bloodshot, but they will make the bleed. Oh, they will the bleed as it repeatedly stacks on itself with the crit knife, so just insta kills. Ah, okay. Bloodshot is legit with the right gear and no crit knife. Okay, good. See, like, I don't want them to just be like. See, at the same, like, I don't mind. See, I think that they should be like very cautious on what they nerf and buff. When it comes to buffing, I hope that promotes more build diversity. But when it comes to nerfing, I hope that they don't just kill effective builds. Like, because even Randy at the Tokyo Game Show said specifically, he's like, you know, your goal is to eventually become a god or whatever. So it's like, okay, well, you're supposed to be super OP then. So it's like, you can't just nerf all the good builds, you know? So I hope that they don't do that. My build in particular just goes off straight, like, flat DPS. It benefits greatly from crit, but it's not a requirement. Like, I don't require the crit knife. I just had a bunch of them, and I was like, oh, people really are talking about these. And I tried it out. I had one like at level 35 and 41, and it was really nice. But I just didn't know if I wanted to switch between like a typical ordnance, like grenade, or like use the knife. And when I found like 2 level 50 knives, I was like, heck yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. It was a perfect roll, and I was like, I'm gonna use this because I enjoyed using the crit knife in the past, and it worked out beautifully. Leopold. The bleed is so bugged, it does need fix. Okay. So yeah, if it's like doing like crazy damage, but here's the thing too, like if you, even when you're doing that disgusting amount of damage, like that's not necessarily unintentional, because there in the life bar you'll see where it's like saying oof or oops or painful or whatever, like, and it's glitching. When the life bar is glitching, you're doing like a bunch of damage. And like obviously that's intentional, right? It's to show like, oh man, you're really kicking this boss's ass. So I wonder how much they'll nerf certain things. And honestly, like the crit knife, I don't know how you could nerf it other than nerfing the amount of time that it allows for the crits, because 5 seconds isn't really a lot if you imagine the animation to throw it and then it hits and then whatever else. So it's not a lot of time. And so I don't know. My build in particular is not OP. It's just effective, and it works at UVH5, and it's around the weapon I like, so it's fun. But I hope it doesn't get nerfed to this extent where it's not playable anymore. That's what I'm concerned about. Dudley says, what I want to know is why would you want to nerf something in a PvE game? I guess to promote the diversity, but mostly it's because there's a lot of like build slobs out there that are like, oh, well, everyone's using the same build or whatever, even though it's like it's driven by the meta that's driven by the content creators. So it's just really weird. Doesn't work as intended at the moment, just stacks on itself. Ah, I see. Yeah, it shouldn't stack on itself. That makes sense. It should only be triggered by something else. If it's Bloodborne, sure. Why? Because it becomes a PvP game when you invade or just invade. Yeah, I agree. Like, I think it's more important to nerf and buff certain things and patch certain things when you're playing against other humans, because then it creates an unfair advantage, and it doesn't promote the diversity. But when you're playing PvE, I think it's less important to nerf, unless it's something like you're saying a bug interaction and things like that. Like, that's fine.
You feel the tremors too, don't
First the sky fell, now the ground's starting to collapse. Let's do it.
you? Feel the tremors too, don't
I see. It's not the crit knife. So I don't know why. So can you tell me, Marcus, why everybody's, I was gonna say a bad word. Why is everybody about the crit knife?
Frequency, the consequences would be catastrophic.
I think it's decent, but I don't know if it's like OP necessarily, but I think it's decent. I think it's good. And I've been using them since like level 35. I would swap between grenades and this, so. I would do grenades when mobbing and then like knife when like bossing.
Betting giant space rams.
No, something deliberate. The quake patterns, they're regular, intentional even. Perhaps you could investigate the cave they're coming
Ooh, that would be kind of fun though, right? PvP against your friends, like just for fun.
Stop it before Carcadia Burn vibrates into dust.
Like in an arena or something, that'd be lots of fun.
No one vibrates into dust on my watch. Rafa's on the case.
I see. It creates some skills to be broken. Alright, where do we go? Where to next? Let me remove my pin, because that always throws me off. Never mind. Okay. I'm just gonna teleport. Navigating this area is the worst. Marcus, you said broken can't spell, and then you spelled spell like splell. Love that. You're having one of those days, man. That's me every time I'm trying to type. Oh no! I think I just need to go here. I'm just teasing, by the way. Is it down here?
Who wants a few new holes?
Let's just kill these guys real quick. I missed my button presses. That's why I'm reloading in the first few seconds. Should not be reloading until 8 seconds. Oh wait, you're still alive? Hold on. So are you. Leggies? You betrayed me, leggies. Oh, that. Okay, I don't think I was supposed to actually come up here, but let me see. What am I supposed to do? Oh, reach the cave. It's clearly not going to be on top then. The cave will clearly not be on top of. That's not how caves work, huh? What's the point still? They should increase enemy difficulty to balance unbalanced damage from players, but the game's unintended to demolish everyone and everything. Yeah, like I think that part of it is for you to be like OP as heck, but I think it's just as long as there's not bug interactions between things. This is where we need to go. Oh my gosh.
These tremors aren't messing around. Every scrap of metal in my body is rattling.
I think I'm gonna buy this game with Silent Hill Payday. Oh heck yeah. That would be good. That's gonna be a fun weekend. You know, there's already modders and stuff. Like I'm like, oh gosh. As soon as you and the bad thing that I don't like is that people are modding and then they're modding items to duplicate them and then they're trading them. And that's like that's cheap because that's gonna create a, you know, an environment or, you know, kind of like a weird imbalance in the force. Where you have all these people running like this, you know, crazy gear. It's like, that's not cool. I don't like any duplicated gear, glitched gear should not be available, in my opinion. So, like, you should not be able to utilize glitched gear, you know? But who knows? That's going to be a great, great weekend. For the B4 stream, love watching you play. Oh, sweet. Marcus with another Ko-fi donation. I am so thankful for you, Marcus. I really appreciate it, man. I'm glad you're enjoying the stream. I was like so like, oh man, I hope he shows up today so you can at least see the build. I know it's not some like OP crazy build, but it's so much fun and it's based on my favorite weapon. So I was like, I hope you see it. But yeah, thank you so much, Marcus. Like always. I'm really appreciative of you. And more than you know. More than you know. I can't wait. You missed the first part of the stream, and I was letting everybody know that, you know, it's important to me that we grow as a community. And I know how we say that. Like, I bet you hear a lot of content creators say, well, I want to grow the community and blah, blah, blah. But the thing is, that just means they just want more. They're just saying, I want bigger subscriber base so I can have, you know, make more money. But for me, a community is a group of people that we should all benefit, right? Not just one person. That's not a community to me. A community is where everybody benefits. Everybody has fun. And so for me, like I've talked with my wife about this and I'm planning on doing something kind of special for you guys, especially like the regular, like the OGs and stuff and all the regulars that constantly pop in and help me, allow me to live my dream. So I can't wait to kind of reveal more details on that, but I'm definitely going to, in a way, and in my way, give back as best I can, you know, in a way that's meaningful to you guys. So I just want to say thank you all so much for the love. Much love to you guys as well, by the way. But yeah, thank you so much, Marcus. Dudley says, that's how it was back in the day. Yeah, mod and all this junk. That's what I'm saying. If you can become OP, let me be OP. I paid for the game to have fun. I had little kids trying to sell me modded weapons when they actually were duping. Oh my gosh. You know, the same thing was happening with Path of Exile. You had a lot of people duplicating like this really, really difficult to get unless you're like god tier items, and then they're actually dropping them for either in-game currency or real money. I'm like, oh my gosh, like that was kind of scummy when you're taking real money. And I was like, oh gosh. But sometimes, you know, there's some people that are not against that because they're like, well, you know, I can they're like, well, I can at least get more use of my time because I can't play the game for hundreds of hours or whatever. So, and I get it.
Peace until there's nothing left. You hear me? Nothing.
I need to find that second item.
Okay, there is a lot left. All of you, in fact. I bet you think that's funny, Door. You like mocking me? With
Path of
your
Exile certainly had that.
face? I'll break you. I swear I will. Success. I've breached you at last, Door. Emotionally, I mean. That's right, you're still sealed, but I got your number. I put a head on you, and you didn't pull it off one bit. All the other doors are laughing. You'll never live it down. Later, Door. I told you I'd destroy you.
Oh no, I forgot how to play. Dang it. Marcus says, yes, agree totally, Dudley. If you pay, play how you want. I agree. Yeah, I agree with that. And I don't like, so like, as much as I love playing the Souls-like games and genre of games that I always play and feature, the community as a whole, they tend to be quite snobbish, and I don't like that because there's not one way to play, and they act like if you don't do it this way or this way, then you're just not good. It's like, that's just not the way that works. Like, you can play however you want. And that's why when I do the guides that I do, like, I make it to where anybody of any skill level can follow along. Because there's not just like one way to play, and there's not, you know, I don't like when they kind of have that elitist kind of air about them. Well, can I not open this? Like, what I want to.
The door is automated,
Oh,
but
good.
this location is in charge.
That triggered the second condition then.
Someone wanted to keep this place a secret.
This door's withstood more than a few attempts to crack it. It's a better secret keeper than me.
Oh yeah, they'd be stealing from the game devs, absolutely. It's not fair. I'm not only playing with money but life as well. I gotta invest time. Exactly. I gotta invest my time. Whatever works, works. It's not like because you use summons, you're not as good or whatever. It's like, no, there's so many fun ways to beat the game, and if a game is made well, it actually encourages build diversity and different play styles. You know, so. Oh yeah, if there are bugs,
The atmosphere
they will be found. That's just a fact. You got all these crazy little computer hacker nerd wannabe guys that they do this for fun.
Check for a door release.
They do this for fun. They find the bugs, they look at the code, and they mess things up, and that's fine. And I like. There must be a grate or something, because there's no way I can make it through that, right? Trying to grab the bomb so I can destroy. I just need to hit it like I did for Claptrap. How the heck? Looking for a grate or something. There's gotta be, right? Unless I just need a bomb. Huh. There's always those weird things like it's obvious, but it's like I don't see it. Especially when I'm streaming. I didn't do anything. So, the hell am I supposed to do with this door? Trying to see if there's something on the other side. Oh, there it is. I was like, there's got to be something I can grab. So you spent 30 hours to make a build for them to nerf. You lose 30 hours of your life. Oh, I know. That's the way I feel sometimes. Path of Exile, I think I spent 1,000 hours in that game, and I think it kind of turned me off from the whole thing largely because of that. Like my build that I could beat any boss in like literally 3 seconds. I'm gonna have a video doing every single boss in like 3 to 4 seconds, and they nerf it, and it's like you can't do that anymore. So it's like I spent a lot of time, and I spent 1,000 hours in the game, and then when I came back to it, it's like I could never get to that level of power with the character that I wanted, so I felt kind of, I don't know, like I wasn't used to that experience, so it was very hard for me to get back interested in Path of Exile. So I did try getting back when they did the most recent season and the new content, but I just couldn't fall back in love with it like I did. It was very disappointing, but it's nice to at least have that, and you know, I have that moment, and it was really cool to have and share with you guys. But it's like, man, they kind of they diluted it for me, and it's watered down, and now I can't like willingly spend the same amount of time to make another build that's just as good, because it's like I don't want to spend another like I want to be able to get there a little bit faster and more effectively, or just use the same build I created, you know, and unfortunately you just can't do that anymore. Marcus says, I will say I hate parkour platforming. Like, I can beat a boss in my underpants with a blunt pencil, but can't parkour platform jump. Hate it. No platform nonsense in RPG or shooter games. You know, the movement in this game is just so good, it doesn't bother me. But in some first-person shooters, it's worthless. In Dark Souls and, like, any Souls-like games, I hate platforming because you don't even have, like, a dedicated jump button. So it's like, there's very few. So it's like, don't throw in platforming sequences. Like, that is a specific genre of gaming. You don't need stupid jumps, especially if your game doesn't have a dedicated jump button. Don't do it. Don't do it.
That lady's fingerprints are everywhere. Maybe literally.
Okay, search the
Maybe she
room.
left something serviceable in here. Serviceable. Serviceable.
Server.
Server. A server!
Bro, you should see me on Ghost Runner. Horrible. I can't play certain games like that because I get motion sickness. I have not gotten sick one time playing this game, which is awesome.
What's creepier than a creep?
Mummified.
Mummified creep.
Mummy creeps.
Yeah, not like this joke.
Sometimes I can't grab things like the shields. You can grab the shields off of the phalanx and things like that, but
It's kind of like a, I don't know, vintage one?
Oh? Well, the Order has evolved its synth designs over time. I read once that the older models weren't mass-produced.
I haven't gotten sick once on this.
Making them was a far slower, more power-intensive process.
Oh, I love this gun, by the way, and I have no clue where to farm it. I just got it from a vending machine, and I haven't even looked on my list. Let me do that really quickly, guys. I want to share something with you guys that I found that's pretty awesome. I really enjoy it. Bear with me one moment. I have to go into like my Reddit, which is, it's a dark place, Reddit. You got to be very careful. Tread softly in Reddit. They got some crazy stuff. Where are my saved posts? No. Yes. 1 second. I'm almost there. Click on that. Click on this. There. Okay, guys, check this out. Hopefully that link works and doesn't like break anything, but that link right there is going to link all of the, I'm not going to curse, but I have to press caps lock, so I'm going to make it funny. All of the legendaries you'll ever want and need right there. So if we go to Golden God, you get it from Idolater Soul, which is sick, and it's the Rush the Gate quest, Fortress Indomita, and it gives you a little bit of knowledge about the weapon. That's pretty cool. Anyways, we get it from Idolater Soul. That's one of my favorite weapons. I've used this and the Phantom Flame since pretty much Inception, and I love it. But check out that sheet, guys. That's gonna give you
Looks like the computer's
a complete list of everything so far that has been found. So excellent. So you can control F anything you want, or you can go by the manufacturer if you want as well. You can even look up the individual bosses to see what drops from, the mission that it's from, and you get a brief description of it, which normally most of these guides don't give you a description of the weapon. So it's like, how the hell do I know if I want it? I want to know that it's good. I don't have an idea of it, but half the time it's like, this is the name of the weapon. Like, here's how you get it. I'm like, that doesn't help. What does it do? What does the weapon do? I found it, is what he said. Lo encontré.
All you have to do is divert the power.
I gotta start practicing my Spanish again, guys. Like, I don't use it enough.
The broken section
I'm gonna have to start speaking more Spanish.
of a closed circuit. If only there were a ladder around, maybe, or something that could
These are all of the legendaries and pearls and BL for you. and Borderlands 4. What am I supposed to do? I don't pay attention. I am the worst whenever I'm chatting with you guys as a gamer. I'm like, huh? What am I supposed to do? That looks important, but probably not. Oh, it's a puzzle. I love puzzles. I see. That's awesome. Okay, so where's the power start? So it starts from there. So we gotta go there. That's gotta connect to something. And then we gotta need another twisty thing over here, right? They give you a weapon for pre-ordering. They give you a skin for pre-ordering.
Handy guy.
Handsy, that's terrible.
Touch that computer. A caution, Vault Hunter.
Can you explain what pearls are, Marcus? Because I don't know.
You'll only get a single.
I only know what phosphenes are.
Echo 4 doesn't miss, right, amigo? You can do this in one.
And to my knowledge, they haven't dropped pearls yet. They only have phosphenes. So far, I know that a phosphene is like a different visual variation of it. It's kind of like a shiny weapon, if you will. That's a phosphene. I think they introduced that in this game. They've had pearls all along, which I think are the perfect role for the weapons based on the devs' perspective. But I don't think they've introduced pearls yet. I think they definitely have phosphenes, which I've seen as like a rainbow kind of drop. I haven't obtained one yet. But I think that's what a pearl is, and a phosphene is like the colorful variant, like the nice visual variant. The pearl is the god roll, if you will. I think. I don't know if I'm right or wrong, but you can correct me on that. I just want to know what it actually means. Oh shoot, I almost shot Echo, my bad. You know Echo's the true hero of all this, right? Without Echo, we wouldn't have been able to do any of this. And yeah, I could use triple bypass, but these guys are pretty easy to kill, so. Oh, lovely. Missed my knife throw. So some of those bulb guys you can actually pull out of the ground, but the big ones, the badass ones, I can never pull the badasses out of the ground with R3. You can pull enemies like that. Like you can pull the shields off of certain like phalanx enemies and shielded enemies. The bulbs you can pull out of the ground, but the big ones I can never do it. Not consistently. Alright, I defended you. What's up, Zadra? They're the highest tier weapon, god tier kind of, but have not introduced yet, but it's coming. Okay, I saw that in the roadmap. I saw the roadmap saying something about pearls.
The flesh, as he likes to say. And so, thanks to my unrelenting scientific
Very
resolve,
nice.
we have produced true inorganic sentience. A thinking synth. Damn thing even named itself. Gen 1. It's clever. Too clever. Gen 1's drive is insatiable.
Get my ammo back while I'm listening to her talk.
So very dangerous. Now all we can do is contain it. I'm shutting this down. Burying it. All of it.
An old holo from Zadra. You called it.
That's awesome, Marcus. I can't wait to get pearls. I want a pearl phantom flame. Uh-oh. Oh, I can't wait. I want to get a pearl phantom flame. I will farm Pongo Bongo 100 times more if I must.
Yeah?
That's so awesome.
Gen 1, see?
I want a phosphine.
What do you know about Volt?
I haven't got one yet. Have you got any phosphenes yet? Who's Genome? Definitely like an AI or something. That will be the new farm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna farm a phantom flame, a pearl one, as soon as it drops and I know it's real.
You've been diverting exerting power and creating the tremors.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, that'll be the next big thing I do for sure. I can't wait for the Halloween or, you know, whatever event. That'll be coming out this month. So that's gonna be super exciting. And you get a bunch of new legendaries, some new cosmetics, a new weather, and I think world events. So that's gonna be fun.
I like it.
Sweet. He just literally like, come fight me, bro.
Dígame, Leopold.
I'm here, Rafa. How doomed are we?
Pretty doomed.
Very doomed?
A little bit.
No. Well, kinda. I found the cause of the tremors. It's less of a geological problem and more of a ancient power-hungry synth with free will problem.
Ah.
The problem's name is Gen 1.
Free will? In a synth? What was Zadra thinking?
His name's Gen 1, not Xeno.
Got
My
it
bad.
under control. I'm headed to Gen 1's location now. You sit tight and let me do my hero thing.
I am in no position to doubt you, Vault Hunter. So I'll just say, good luck. Sounds like you'll need it.
Ah, I see. It's just a visual thing, so it doesn't matter. I see that. I wouldn't mind one, but I'm also not gonna go crazy. Oh my gosh, he's way over here. Not gonna go crazy for one either. We're running close on time, guys, but I am gonna complete this mission quickly if I must. It's been an absolute blast. We will be playing some more Borderlands on Friday as well. And then we'll be jumping into I've been in touch with several developers and ooh, I don't have that. I'll buy that. I've been in touch with several developers over the last few weeks, and I'm going to be getting some keys. So hopefully we can benefit from those and play those games, enjoy them before By Sweet Carol comes out. Little Nightmares 2 will come out on the 10th, and then we have Ninja Gaiden. So all in between, we'll be doing some Borderlands and different dev stuff that I've been getting. So let me think here. Purely cosmetic. That means not the biggest thing for me. Don't really care about cosmetics much. I didn't mean to put it there. You know, instead of doing all this, I just need to go beat that mission. But I can't stand having gross green items I'm never going to use. Should do a gray only challenge run. I want to do a challenge run on Borderlands, but I'm not sure what I want to do yet. I have a few ideas, like ordnance only kind of thing, something like that. Something fun. I've got a few ideas. Whoa, my gosh! I almost just died. Oh my, okay, that's my bad. I was not paying attention. I'm gonna blame Echo, even though I hadn't even used him yet. Echo's fault. The heck?
Hostilities!
No hostilities.
My shooting hand was falling asleep.
This is cool. Oh, I have been here. And there's a golden chest, right? I think I figured this out. Oh, no, it's not. So there was a golden chest that I was really interested in getting, so. Oh my gosh, I don't know what just happened, but all of Marcus's chat just got deleted.
No, thank you. Keep the gifts, but I'm here.
I don't understand why it does that.
The chaos you're causing above ground.
Marcus, okay, Inhuman, been a blast. Sorry I missed a start. Love you and Adam, no doubt. Much love to you, Marcus, and Susanna, and Ghost and Boo, even though you're naughty boys. But much love to you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. I don't know why it keeps blocking your chats. I do not know why it's doing that. But I appreciate them and I see them regardless. Gotcha. Gotcha. Uh-oh. He's not very happy. So it's Gen 1, not Geno, and I certainly wasn't listening. We have to get through this one pretty quick. It's always a blast having you guys in chat. Makes it so much more fun. So nice to have such a great community with you guys. But I'm super excited. I can't wait to give you guys a little bit more details on what I plan to do to help show you guys how much I appreciate you guys as well, and just to thank you for allowing me to live my dream every day. Oh gosh, nope, that was bad. Oh, my face. Alright. Let's take out these guys quickly. Sir? What the heck? And you're dead. I did not want to use that there, but I had to, kinda. Alright, we're going guns a-blazing.
There's my dose of humility for the day.
The movements is so good in this game. Makes me think of Apex Legends quite a bit in terms of the movement. It's just so smooth and kind of natural. Very intuitive controls. You just don't see that too often. Where is this idiot? Oh, I knew I saw you. They do that fast forward movement and that just, you can just completely lose sight of them. Alright, who's next? You. This is not the best weapon for this. I'll go back to this. And I'll just kill you. I'm waiting for the boss reveal, and then we can go ahead and pop our action skill. Confront Gino, okay. Do let's.
You can't just casually leave out my dangerously good looks. Now open this door so I can show you my favorite.
See, that's unique dialogue. I imagine that would be very unique.
More data is required. My thinking.
Dang it.
Worried her. The infector. Too hard to control. Too like the problem she wanted to solve.
Trying to open this door, not listen to your backstory.
This she did not want. Painful meat.
Oh, it starts from there. Okay.
Thinking, she said. For all at once. Homogeneous.
Here,
A direct flow of power.
here.
Without diversion. Bolts.
I was getting all the monologue.
Brute force. Where the timekeeper waits idle. Gen 1 plans. Takes action.
All right.
Have all the data I require.
Oh no! Poison.
The path is clear now, Vault Hunter. Cross the threshold and greet me.
Can't be poisoned right now, thank you.
I was made to stop you, Vault Hunters. A dangerous breed. The value of the Vault's context outweighs
Sorry.
all.
Thought I saw something
The
cool.
way to keep a vault closed is to make sure there is no one to open it. Not just Vault Hunters. All must be eliminated.
Never would have seen that without
Not
Echo.
users did
Not
you
gonna
threaten
lie.
the genocide of the entire planet. You know Rafa can't let that stand.
Alright. This is the final battle, I bet, before things pop up. Nope, we're just gonna go straight into it. Love it. Might as well just refill the ammo. So we can start off immediately. And let's go. Oh, he looks cool. Probably Genome, but he is resistant against that, so I'll switch. Come over here. Try and save one. Alright, where'd brother go? There he is. There you go. How is he regenerating from that? Okay. He's a regenerator. That's what. No, that's gonna be a harder fight then. I'm gonna actually need to get a little creative with this one. He's resistant, but it doesn't mean he can't be killed. So we'll do this, hopefully kill this guy. Come on. Oh gosh, please come closer. Thank you. I have to just tank it then, unfortunately. Crit hits for the win! We just had to kind of just strong arm it, unfortunately. No legendary. That's okay though. Accelerator and health versus not.
They've stopped. Are you still alive?
Pretty
Por
much.
supuesto. I can't say the same for Gen 1.
Oh, thank the maker. That's stupendous. Just look at my blood pressure readings going down. Though,
Real quick, what did I just pick up? There's something I got that I wasn't familiar with. Take a peek. It's a purple item. This one. Class mod, that's why.
go the extra mile and make sure everything in there is shut down for good.
Delete Zadra's research forever. Not a problem.
We gotta hurry. Remove.
Key card. And would you look at that? It's Zadra's.
Come up here real quick, and then we gotta finish up so we can head on out.
Perfect. Looks like I can use the key card here. Control up and delete.
Power down the facility. Yes, please.
The shutdown toggle. Done.
I can't thank you enough, Vault Hunter. You
Nice.
saved the Electi from one more
Interesting boss for sure, though.
and you've saved me specifically from an ulcer over having to tell Lady Levane about this. It's not like surprises. Here's a token of my thanks.
Heck yeah. $2,000 for some fault hunting. Well, we found it. We beat it. I love it. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. I had an absolute blast, as always. I want to say thank y'all so much for all the love and support. You guys truly are the best part of my channel. Without you guys, I couldn't do the things that I do, which is being able to share these awesome experiences with you guys every day. So much love to everybody. Thank you again for being so awesome. And until next time, we will be streaming Friday, okay? Borderlands 4. So